Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Friday night. We have made it once again. This is Guadalajara in the state of Jalisco in Mexico. It is about 1 million degrees outside today. It is Friday, this is Vino Mexico. It's time to get it started. Okay, so by now you know why we're here. We're here every Friday night to take another look at another bottle story of Mexican wine from all of the great wines here in Mexico. Wherever they're being produced, from Coahuila over to the Baja California, down to Durango, over to Zacatecas, Aguascalientes, wherever these wines are coming from, we are finding them, we are trying them, and we are bringing them direct to you. And I would like to thank everybody who has joined us here in the last week. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you haven't just yet subscribed and you're joining us for the first time, take a minute and subscribe now. You won't regret it and you won't miss a sip of Vino Mexico every single Friday coming direct to you. Don't forget to visit our Facebook page, don't forget to visit on Twitter, don't forget to visit on Instagram, and don't forget to visit our Patreon page if you are so inclined. Any help is greatly appreciated. Okay, so tonight we're going to be diving straight in because we've already taken a look at this wine and this winery in the Little Sip. If you want to go back and take a look at the episode, this is the Little Sip episode for Lomita. And this week we are bringing to you the Pagano 2013 from Lomita in the Valle de Guadalupe in the Baja California once again. Although don't worry, we have been taking a little shopping trip with our friends here at La Contra, which is a great wine shop all over the República Mexicana, and even with stores up there in Ensenada and Tijuana, which is really, really helpful for you guys up there in California just to take a little trip down south, have a little shop, get some great wine, go back up north, drink it, come back and get some more. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into this. This is a 100% Grenache wine, and as you know by now, we always take a look in our handy little wine folly book. Madeline Phuket, www.winefolly.com. Please take a look. Great shout out to Madeline and the guys at Wine Folly. They have finally done a review on Mexican wine. Finally, Mexican wine is hitting the mainstream and it's well deserved. We are really happy about it. The review that they did is great. I advise you check it out on their website. We are looking forward to taking along the guys at Wine Folly on this journey of great Mexican wine. I know you're watching. This week we are looking at Grenache. Okay, the Grenache varietal, primarily grown in France and Spain, but also grown all over the place, including Mexico. This is a very high fruit wine with a medium to strong body, a very medium mass amount, a little bit of tannins in there, medium acidity and a medium strong alcohol. We're going to be looking at flavors possibly from strawberries through to plums, red grapefruits, leather and licorice. Having tried some other Grenaches here, they are something really quite special. We're expecting a lot of herbal notes in this, all the way through from hibiscus, lavender, eucalyptus, licorice, rosemary, juniper, clove, black pepper and teas, possibly grapefruits and other such citrusy type fruits, raspberries and maraschino cherries. Having tried some of the other Grenaches, the flavors are really quite unusual. I mean, we're getting sort of sherbet flavors and sort of sweet and chili and spicy. It's going to be really exciting. We're looking not a lot of oak or wood flavors or many mineral flavors. Once again, we still haven't found it yet in all of the wines that we've tried, but are we going to come across that Baja California salinity? Who knows? We're just going to have to dive straight in and try it. So, it's Friday night. You've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. Straight back from vacation last week, back into work, working all the way through the week. We're into Friday. We need to hit it. Glass. $2 bottle open from Walmart. 1 bottle of 100% Grenache from Lomita Pagano 2013 Valle de Guadalupe. Here we go. Happy Friday, everybody. So we're going to start, as always, cutting off the cap. Ooh, police are just going by there for some reason. They do from time to time. Nothing wrong with the police looking around. It just means everything's safe. Even down here in Mexico. Cutting the cap off. There it goes. Comes off. And then we go into the cork. Now, hopefully we don't get a little bit of a problem like we did last week with the Casa Madero cork being a little bit troublesome. However, this has been stored reasonably well in my wine cooler. And yeah, it should be okay. It's coming up and it comes out nicely. The cork itself is in one piece, it's not broken. It's not crumbly, it's not dry, it's nice and spongy. There's no bleeding or not a great deal of, that's pretty much what you would expect to find for a cork, really. There is no poking the thing through the bottom, which nobody likes. It's a real wine because it says Lomita, so it's not a fake wine. So here we go, the first taste. Well, get in there, pour it out, see what we have in a glass. Okay. So in terms of the colours, this is a very, very dark wine. Once again, this is a little bit like the Sola Fortuna that we see. It's a very, very dark wine. It's not exactly it's not very translucent. It has that hazy quality, that sort of that bodied quality to it. It looks a little bit, again, it looks a little bit like blood. I would say, with a name like Pagano, which basically means pagan. I mean, that's fine, a bit of blood drinking. Why not? I mean, next Monday is the 1st of May. It is Beltaine. It is the ancient pagan festival of Beltaine, of fire and fertility and all that. So why not? Let's start the weekend properly. Okay, so immediately we are getting a spicy and a floral aroma to it. On the back of the information, it's possibly saying roses. I'm not quite getting roses, but I am getting sort of the likes of cinnamon, which is not exactly a primary aroma that you'd expect. That's to do with the oaking, I suspect. But certainly it's very, very fruity. Again, it's quite plummy. I would say plum, so that's quite nice. There's definitely quite a bit of oakiness on this one. It's not exactly woody, but it's definitely there. There's more vanilla, so I'm wondering whether this is done with American oak. There's a lot of sort of vanilla and a bit of cinnamon there. And then there's a little sort of floral in the background, a little bit like a meadow in the summer. Okay, so let's get into the licorice. There it is, licorice. There it is. Oh my God, that is delicious. Wow. That is special. That is something very, very special. Okay, the flavor that you get there is just like pure strawberry cream, just rolling into your mouth. The mouth feel, it's probably the first time I've mentioned the mouth feel in all these shows. It's just like pure liquid silk in the mouth. There's a nice little tannin bite on the back of the lips and the top of the palate. And it's strawberries in there with mix of like burnt sugar, like the top of a creme caramel, not a creme caramel, a creme brulee, where they on the top of the sugar and they make it all caramelly. Yeah, that's what that's like. That's Oh my God. That is beautiful. I don't really think I have to say much more than that. The flavors that we're getting, there's ripe fruits in there. It's right up there, but it's spicy. There's the licoricey. There's no, I mean, from the aromas, I was expecting it to be quite oaky or a little bit woody, but it's not. The fruit is right there. There's a nice little spice bite to it. There's the sugariness, and there's all the carameliness. There's the creaminess mixed with strawberries, mixed with plums. It's a Black Forest Gatto of a wine. If you don't like Black Forest Gattos, it's better than Black Forest Gatto, because I don't like Black Forest Gatto. And this is divine. It's beautiful. It is really, really good. I mean, in terms of value for money, this is not an expensive wine. Okay, so this is a wine that is retailing down here for about 700 pesos, which is roughly at the moment about $35. Now, a lot of you will be going, oh, I don't like to pay more than 25 for a bottle of wine. Really? Okay. So that is not a lot of money to pay for a wine of this quality. Now, whether 2013 was a particularly good year in this range, this is an outstanding wine. I've been drinking, you got Dom Perignons up there, you got Chateau Margaux up there. In the back, you've got other such wines from the Medoc and the Bordeaux and the right bank and the left bank. I like to go all the way around the banks. And you're talking 90s, you're talking 91s, you're talking 93s, 95s. If you go by the numbering system, This is easily a 91, 92 plus wine. Easily. Hands down. They say that the best wine in the world is the wine that you like. I really like this wine. For the price that you're getting it, it is a bargain. I would say go out, buy a case of this stuff. You lay this down for the next 5 years. You try it, you see how it's going. You could lay the rest down, I'd say, for the next 10 years, and it would be fantastic. This is a 4-year-old wine, so it's still very, very young. God, I would love to see what this wine is going to be like in another 5 years, in another 7 years' time. In 10 years plus, it is going to be spectacular. Okay, we have to get to it. You know we do. This is the double glug challenge. This is where I take a big swig of wine to get the autonomic process, which is the physiological reaction to anything that you imbibe, and you either fall in love or you throw it up. And I don't want to have to clean my computer because, I mean, it's clean. There's a little bit of dust on there, but no, it's generally fine. But it is all about getting the character of the wine in a physical reaction, just to see what it's like. So, I mean, this is really nice so far. This is so far one of my favourite wines that we've tried, and I don't want to have to clean it up off the wall. Just because it's nice and sips doesn't mean it's going to be nice when you take a big stiff gulp. So, it's Friday. Salud. 3, 2, and 1. Strawberries, cherries, black cherries, no, licorice, sherbet, spiciness, sugar mixed with spices, tamarindo, chili chocolate, cream, wrapped up, whipped up, smoothie. Oh, it's fantastic. And I just get like a shiver just running right down my back. That is heaven. That is beautiful. Okay, everybody, stop whatever you're doing. Stand up. Okay, well, pause this first. Hit subscribe. Okay, then pause. No, don't pause quite yet. Just hold on. Grab your wallet, go outside, get on a car, get on the internet, wherever you can, get onto these guys and buy a case of this stuff. And then have it shipped, and then drink it right now, and then come back and press play again, and we can finish out the video. Okay? Press pause. Okay, now you've all tried the wine, and you know it's absolutely great, so I'm glad that we're all on the same page. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for keeping up to pace. Next week, through this next week, we are going to be back on track after the Easter. And so we are going to be responding directly to the information, the responses that were given to us on the Wine Folly review about Mexican wines. Madeline and her team mentioned that they were really excited about Carignan wines. So I went out to our friends at La Compra and I found myself a Carignan. So I'm going to be doing this maybe during the week. This is a Carignan 2010 and it is made by the JC Bravo winery, and I'll do a little sip on this and we're going to have a try during the week in direct response to the Wine Folly guys, just so we can have a live testing. I might do it live, I might do a recording, we will see. And yeah, we're going to go through it, and then later on into the week we're going to be back to normal. So as you can see, the lineup is waiting. There's plenty of things to keep us going, so we're going to be sticking with you if you stick with us. It's Friday, have a great evening, enjoy your wines wherever you are, look after each other, look after yourselves. Remember, tomorrow's Saturday and there's another opportunity for some more Vino Mexico. Salud!